Okay, ladies, now let's get information.
'Cause I slay.
Okay, ladies, now let's get information. Pew, 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 pew. We back, bitch. It's nice at the round table. And we just talked about the intro.
So
and Miss Nikki
aggressive.
Baby is still chilling.
I think it's because it's the air horns that throw me off. Every time you do the air horns, I'm like, okay.
It's okay.
It's like my knee-jerk
okay.
reaction for when it starts.
It really is, and it throws me off.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But I'm here.
We're so glad to have you. Welcome back, y'all, to another bonus edition of Nights at the Round Table. It's your girl, Coley. Who all over here with me?
What up? It's Miss Nikki Baby.
Baby.
As Esquire likes to call me.
Miss Nikki Baby.
Miss Nikki Baby.
Representing that what?
Kicking Shit Podcast.
Shout out, kicking shit. And ladies and gentlemen, out there in the pod where we have a special guest all the way from the DMV.
Get it.
We rearranged our schedule so we could get this one on the mic in here.
Yes.
Introduce yourself, ma'am.
Hi. Let me stop. It's Mila, me, yes, the best.
Ooh, I like Mila Me.
Oh,
You say Mila Me.
I
yes,
like
the
Mila
best.
me.
Mila
yes,
me, I like
Mila
that.
Me. Okay. Well, it's Mila me, y'all. Hey, straight out of Baltimore, and no, I will not be saying two, water, or dog for y'all. Okay?
Say two again.
Two. I will not be saying any of those things that you think that Baltimore people
Don't they say like already?
Already.
I say ready.
Oh.
I am very much so careful of how I speak, so people do not judge me.
Careful.
Careful. I'm very careful.
It's fine. It's
She
all good.
beautiful.
Ooh, yes.
Beautiful. I'm beautiful.
I was trying to think of the ones that I know of.
Yes.
We cannot say that. Okay. We're not going to have a whole discussion about that tonight.
Thank you for being here, Mila. We appreciate you.
Thanks for welcoming
One time
me.
for the one time. We want to get as many diverse opinions as we can as we slay these gentlemen. So, as you all know, 2 weeks ago, the gentlemen responded to our initial battle of the sexes. Shout out to Esquire, Najee, and Jarvis. We appreciate y'all, but it's our turn now.
Ooh.
As always, I'm in charge. I'm back.
Period.
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 So we have a couple responses to some of their comments, and then we're going to pull some new things out of our hat. We added some more topics to the bowl per the boys' requests, and hopefully it works out in our favor because, yes. Also, Ms. Nikki Baby is reminding me that I am a train wreck. What are we drinking on? I'm drunk. That's why I forgot.
I've been drinking.
And I'm still drinking.
Yes.
I'm finally drinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time Ms. Nikki Baby is drinking on the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being a basic bitch and drinking White Claw, but still.
Hey.
It's spirit. It does have 5% alcohol.
Hey.
Yes.
5 is better than 0.
Mm-hmm.
We will take it.
And I am Mila Me here, this drinking on this this wonderful mixture of a peach crown, something that
A concoction, if you will.
yeah, just something that was made for me, and I don't know really what's in it, but it tastes delicious.
It is. I'm drinking on the same mixture. I did make that for her. She has not been roofied. Everything is safe. No one was harmed during the making of this podcast.
Thank you.
And it's in a styrofoam cup, which I really appreciate.
Okay, it had ice in it, so
Hey,
You didn't double cup it.
I didn't
so.
double cup it, and that's what matters.
we just out here lit on a Monday night. That's what we do.
Monday.
It's all good. We've had a good weekend. Cool. We're going to dive right into this thing because keep it going. Time is money, and we don't have a lot of either.
Because we got shit to say.
First of all, just for the record, in case it was forgotten or misconstrued or mistaken, black men cheat. All men cheat.
All men cheat.
Did we not say this?
said
That
it.
was the first thing
said
that
it.
they were going to address, and it's still some bullshit.
Still incorrect. So for all you out here who are confused, men cheat.
Men cheat. Period.
Period.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. Next up, we had some comments about women being aggressive versus assertive. I think we feel like as women who are pretty, outspoken, that is a terrible way to be seen. I'm not a fan of that. I was told, I came off aggressive the other night at the bar with someone, and I was very upset about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Our favorite bouncer, and I got into it with his ass. And he proceeded to leave the conversation because I feel like I was too aggressive.
Like, for real, walked away?
Yes.
Wow.
No. The problem is that he would not walk away. So she got even more aggressive.
Because he's irritating like that.
No. I clearly could tell that. And you know what? I will admit, even though I'm very an assertive woman, I know that sometimes I have to play that, okay, all right, calm roll, to just get you the hell away from me. And I was hoping that was going to work, but what ended up happening is that it was a backlash on me, where she turned her aggression towards me, and I was just like, okay, I'm just going to stay here now.
I didn't know that that's what she was doing.
So I was trying to,
Gotcha. Well,
we didn't communicate that. Our bar language is rusty. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Yes.
It's been a while.
So if had it been Miss Nikki Baby, I would have known what was going on.
Well, I can just say that if I was there, he wouldn't have even come over.
This is true.
Probably.
Since he does not speak to me. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. So yeah, do we have any comments on that? Women as aggressive versus assertive? I think it's a dated thing, but sometimes it is still expected for us to be a certain way. But I don't deal in that shit.
I don't care if you think I'm aggressive.
True that.
Because it's never stopped me from getting no dick.
It definitely turns on men. But it's one of those things where I think it affects us more in the workplace than it really does in like relationships.
Yeah, depending on the workplace, it does affect us a lot. Relationship wise, get with it, get lost.
I've never had an issue.
Shout out Jarvis. He said he loves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the real one for you.
True that. Okay. As a segue or a little caveat inside of the aggressive women, Esquire mentioned his friend and her concerns about men not wanting smart women. And I don't know that I've had that experience, but I do know that some men are intimidated by me being intelligent or knowing a lot of things. But also, per Najee's comment, men are upset about women knowing their shit. So there's that too.
So don't do the shit.
Don't do the shit and you won't have to worry about it. But they're used to these girls. Everything's so easy now.
Yeah.
So easy, so free. And that's why a lot of guys date younger girls, because they can manipulate them.
Yes.
So I mean,
It did a girl with some sense, and all of a sudden they be all stressed out because they have to act right.
Yes.
Right.
So to all the women that are letting them act this way and then they're coming my way, I'm sorry that I'm, too aggressive or smart for them at this point, unfortunately. Also, I think it's important to note what he said. We also agree, like, nobody likes a know-it-all. I agree with that statement.
No, that's annoying either way.
Yes.
because it turns into condescending really fast.
Yes.
And no man wants to be talked down to. So you got to kind of know how to, I guess, play it the right way. And I'm not saying it's a game of any sort, but like, sometimes you need to cool off.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so he might be cool with you being smart, but the minute he feels threatened because you're acting away, that is not.
And then purposely like making him feel
little.
Yeah.
Because I don't like when a man do that to me, so I wouldn't want to do that to a man, especially if I want him to be like,
True that.
I want my man to feel manly,
Yes.
Yes, this is true. Cool. One of my favorite topics of the night: situationships.
Situation.
Yes.
We'll rise. We'll rise.
Y'all can't see it because I'm dancing. I don't say it. I dance.
Yes. The body roll game strong over here. So situationships, I hate them. I hate them, and I hate the way men treat them. I will give y'all one shout out saying that you felt communication is important. It is. Communicating what's happening in the situation is very important. The problem with that statement is that men don't communicate for shit.
Yes, they were talking about like that they were like the three that understood like what a situationship was. But ultimately, because I recently just got out of one, it don't matter. There's no communication. Even if you really talk about it, they're still going to tell you what you want to hear to continue the situationship.
It's like that tiptoeing to spare you of your feelings type thing.
Yes.
It's like, you trying to spare me of feelings that I feel the same way you do. Like, can we just talk about it so that you know that I'm not this loony chick that's you think I'm falling in love with you? No.
And per Esquire's comments, sometimes, yes, you do. Just like a warm snatch or someone to cook you a hot meal. What the hell you think?
I cannot believe he said that. He said warm snatch. I lost it. I was like, wait.
like, so yes, we do know that y'all will, like you said, keep up with us or cooperate with us just so you can get the thing that you're liking the most. And I'm like, ugh.
Go ahead and warm yourself some pie.
Right. What is this? What do you think about your mama's a warm meal? What is this?
No, but they also mentioned about situationships like being something that you usually do when you're younger. And I don't entirely agree with that. I think that they just evolve. So obviously when you're younger, you kind of are like just kind of throwing caution to the wind and you're like, whatever, maybe we'll figure it out. But when you get older, like, it just evolves. Because for me, like, getting out of a relationship and then going to a situationship because we weren't done with each other, and that is a problem. It didn't start out as a situationship and then I was like hoping for it to turn into a relationship. We had just gotten out of it and then we were still around each other. So situationships happen, but when you get older, they evolve.
That's true.
Yes, like that.
And you don't even realize you're in one.
Yes. Cool, because they look so, like, men are real tricky like that. They real tricky, and they try to act like we did, because I think the boys said women are quicker to catch the feelings, which may or may not be true.
Right.
However, we're catching feelings because you're doing all the shit that you think we want.
And alluding to it a possibility.
But see, the thing is that they will say that it's a situationship, but the whole time the woman thought they were just dating, because dating and situationships can kind of float along the same lines. Like, oh, we're dating, we're trying to get to know each other, and you're making her feel like she's the only one and the only thing in your world, and then all of a sudden when she thinks that it's time for a relationship, you're like, whoa, where did this come from? You was at my daddy's barbecue last week and you talking about we in a situationship?
Yep.
Come on now. No. Ridiculous.
Cute Lawrence.
Right.
If you
at
just
the barbecue.
Right.
Yes. That episode made me so mad.
It made me mad too. And she was like, you are just a bad guy acting like pretending that you're a good guy. Come
on. What do we think about Esquire made a comment that, like, where he was in his life, it was or is, I don't remember which one, the whole relationship thing was not in the forefront, so that's when he's wanting to keep something around just for whatever he might need. But what if while you're doing that, the woman is liking you and you guys are into things? What, we wait for you to, like, figure your shit out?
Unfortunately, some of them do.
That's where the communication plays. Like, I'm cool with you getting your shit together. Cool. But tell me you getting your shit together so I can make the choice. Like, when you take my choice away, then I have an issue. Like, I'm fine with doing...
Run that back. Say that again.
Don't take my choice away from choosing to either move on or stay with you.
Choice.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a word like there. Like cue the church organ. I don't know.
It was about to come out something else. Yeah, it was about to be like dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Okay.
Because that's how it ends. It ends that way, right?
Situationships are trash. I had one for a very, very long time. And it's just not like why?
It depends on where I'm at in life, because I mean I'll rock with a situationship for a while. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it depends on the communication part. Yeah. But I'm definitely different than most. I don't really get too emotional about guys a lot. Point. But if I'm ready to settle down, don't play with me. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes. So. And if I've made that clear, and then you either say that you are cool with that, or don't comment. So, like, I tell you what I'm looking for, and you're kind of, like, real vague about yours.
That's
so you
your
can
cue.
Still stay close to me. See, that's that shit. That
means you trifling.
Yes. What is that? That's my I don't trust people vibes. I can't deal with it. Keep your situationships, common law and or otherwise, away from us. Also, we got women expecting men to give them gifts when it comes to love. My only thing I would say on that is that I don't really like. People, like, all the women rap about that, like Nikki, Megan, Cardi, all, like, all the,
City girls.
Get some money. My thing has always been, like, if I can buy it for myself, I'll buy it, and I don't need you to buy it for me. If you want to get it, that's fine. And I honestly feel that way. Like, I don't need anybody to buy me anything. That's not my love language.
I appreciate them mentioning the love language, because my big one is quality time.
Yes. Like,
I'm not big on gifts. I'll take them, obviously, because it's like, you took the time to do that.
Yes.
But really, like, just spend time with me.
Yes.
So I appreciate them at least mentioning that. But they act like women just want all these gifts.
Realist.
Like realist, yes.
No, I don't like, I like shiny things just like any other chick.
Yeah.
And I do like to receive different things and all that, but I feel like there's just expectations all around.
Oh, definitely.
You want things from me, like if I've been messing with you, just like they said, like if you've been messing with a chick for a while and it's her birthday and all of a sudden you like, oh no, we're not together and I'm not giving you nothing, like I've been gifting you this pussy all year.
Yes, the pussy is a gift.
Yes. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna find something in them pockets.
True that.
You better pull something out because
it's not that hard.
And it's not like it's a requirement, but still, like, I mean, if you're just gonna do what any other dude, why am I dealing with you? If you're just gonna treat me like any other chick, why am I dealing with you?
Because it's all a facade. Like, they want to make themselves seem a certain way because they don't want to be caught.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Well, be yourself, goddammit, because I am so tired.
Yes. Do not let me find out after I've wasted my time.
For the ladies, though, do not expect something from a man and you're not willing to do the same.
Well, yeah.
Like, don't expect
Yes,
gifts and then you're not going to give him a gift on Christmas. Like,
right.
I know females that will literally, like, go and be like, he didn't buy me this, he didn't do that. I'm like, but what did you do?
You don't do nothing for him.
You literally, I gave him some pussy. Well, he gets that every Friday. So now what else are you going to do for him? So, I mean, it's a give and take in any situation.
Yes,
like I said, I'm always big on communication regardless of anything.
Yes, communication save a nation. That's what Drake said. Or Kendrick. One of them.
One of those
That sounds
singers.
more like Kendrick than it does Drake.
I don't even say rappers. One of those singers.
Yes. Cool. Next up, sexuality as a spectrum. Disclaimer.
Yeah, you clear that up.
Esquire and Najee. I was very upset when I heard this because the three of us had a conversation about sexuality as a spectrum, and the fact that y'all took this and ran off into the left field of all the left fields. I was very agitated.
So that was not the direction that you were hoping?
Just,
well, listen, one thing I did learn. Can I tell you what I did learn?
Please tell us.
I learned that all three of the men are 100%,
100%
one way
and 0% the other. I mean, if there's any takeaway from that whole entire segment, it was that.
Shout out to your heteronormative needs, guys. We heard you loud and clear.
And no butt play.
But that also bothered me because of the fact I'm like, y'all need to just experience some stuff.
Right.
The best time to do that is when you're in a committed relationship.
Here's the thing. Jarvis said something that was funny to me. He said, more chances, more options, more nuts. Like,
yes.
Why is there a spectrum? Shout out to Jarvis.
So go ahead, just visit the spectrum, and then it's just more nuts from different places.
And now we know why he's in a loved-filled relationship.
There you go, because it's all about it.
It's all about it. And like, I hate that they brought out like, you know, if she brings up some type of wild sexual thing, it's like, well, why have you been doing
it, right?
What have you been doing? It's like, first off, don't be questioning what I did in my past. I don't question you, so don't question me. Just know that I like this, and if you're not able to give it to me, well, obviously there was someone once that did.
That's why I don't talk to people about my number.
See? Oh, you
what
know
number?
What I thought about?
What number?
Exactly. It's erased.
And in my mind, have I had sex with you once, twice?
That's
it. Those are the numbers you need to know.
One of the other things that they were speaking about as part of that conversation, I guess, or as it went on, was how far is too far. And what I thought about, Miss Nikki, remember this, when you say doing freaky things or having whatever, the young man, summer '08, with the belt and the fitted cap.
Oh my gosh!
Tell me more.
Listen, summer 08.
Sometimes, they talk about us as women, like asking them for freaky shit. What about if a nigga wrote you talking about some? Let me put this belt around your waist and turn his fitted cap around because he's been listening to Plies all summer.
Yes,
and I'm just standing there like,
actually happened.
Okay. I feel like there must have been some bruising. It had.
She has questions that need answers.
Oh, summer 08. I just graduated.
Summer 08 was a great time.
My summer 08 was not that yet, guys. Not yet.
Because you were in preschool.
Shut
for real.
Listen.
How old were you?
Listen. Okay, I was still 17.
Jesus. My word. Whoa.
I'm still 17 in 08. That's okay. It's okay. I've experienced enough since then.
We're not ageist over here. I appreciate the boys for being so open on both of those topics. Esquire, we will make sure we put out an Instagram page for all of the women to come find you and your needs that you have.
Eating that booty like groceries.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all did a really good job. little bit of bullshit, whole lot of fun. So thank you guys. But now it is our turn.
Yes, it's my turn with the cub. Let's go. Okay, there's 2 of them. So let's go to this first one. All right. I love this.
Ooh.
Your best friend doesn't like your partner or vice versa. Ooh. What do you do? Go.
Oh, you tell us what you do.
Miss
Nikki had this issue.
That's hard. That's why I was hoping for someone else to go, because that was a dark time.
And all my friends always liked.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, they've never Ooh. Miss Nikki, you go first.
We love to talk about communication because it is very true, and the reason why is because we've learned the hard way. Mm-hmm. So if your best friend does not like your partner, you need to appreciate the fact that they care about you enough to speak on it, and you need to take it. But when you flip it, the best friend also needs to understand that it's their decision. Because being in that situation, I appreciated the feedback. It was something that I needed to have with me, and it was something that I could go to and know that I was comfortable in that aspect if I needed to go to her for that. Because I was dealing with my own shit in the aspect of it. But ultimately, I had to make my own decisions. And I think that I've grown from that, and then that in turn has made my best friend know that, like, she can still say what she needs to say, and I'm going to take it. But then if my partner doesn't like my best friend, you just going to have to deal, because she was here a long time before you. You don't have to hang out with her. You don't have to talk to her, but she will be around.
True that.
Simple as that.
I mean, that makes sense. Like I said, I never really had like a big thing with like the relationship thing. I mean, but I'm not really a relationship type of girl anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, it was just like one time, and I had to. It made it difficult. The only difficult part of it was, when I was having issues, or when I was having like times where things weren't going so well with the person I was messing with. I want to go to my best friend. Yes. And I couldn't go to her, not because she wouldn't listen to me, but because I knew in the back of her mind, or whatever advice she had to give me was never going to be the hard part towards him. So I had to find somebody else, and I was just like, oh, this is so hard. And it just made me mad, or, you know.
It created a whole other situation. Yeah, it creates
something more than what it needs to be.
Yep.
I like it. That's good. I don't have experience with this other than that situation. For myself, it's never been a problem for me.
You've just been the best friend that doesn't like who your best friend is dating.
You know, and it is what it is.
It is. You learn and you grow.
We live and we grow. Yes.
Yes. The next one that I pulled: dating someone with baby mama or daddy issues.
I don't date men.
PSA.
Listen, I don't date men with babies, and some people
at
all. Some people, I'm still in the age group. You know,
You can do that.
I'm 28.
It's a lot harder now.
So I'm still in the age group, which is still hard because, you know, people out here having babies when they're younger, which is fine.
Yes.
But there's still men that don't have them, and I prefer that. I feel like maybe in the next 3 or 4 years, if I'm single, I'll change my perspective on it.
You gonna have no choice.
Listen,
as soon as you hit 30, everybody got kids.
Listen, not everybody.
And it's
not everybody.
Like
it's just rare.
It seems that they didn't have them 2 years prior to that. But
yes, all of a sudden they all have children, and they're all under the age of like 10. And we're like, when did you have these kids?
I don't have the time for it.
No, but specifically regarding issues, because my previous relationship, there was a understanding and there weren't any issues, and I told myself that as soon as it became an issue, if there was anything where it put me in a position where I had to go left or right or be involved, definitely was going to remove myself. But it ended up not being it, and I ended up having a good relationship with the child. I mean, the child was old enough, so when you're dealing with a child who you can actually have conversations with, and it's not like a newborn, that's different. But if there was any issues with that mother and me being around her daughter, I was gonna be out.
See, the issue's me then. It's never.
You're like, it's me. I don't want to be around.
Because I don't. I love I love kids. I work with kids. I love I don't want to build a relationship with your child and then me and you go to the wayside and then it's like I've been in that child's life for 3 years and now I cannot enjoy the relationship that I built with that.
Is real.
Yes, and when it comes to the babies, they love me.
Yes.
Oh, yay, Mila's here. Yes,
so it's more like protecting for you.
It's a protecting thing for me. I would say clearly on that end. What
if we flipped it? So years down the road, if you're still single and now you have a child, how would you feel some type of way if a man was like, I'm not going to date you because you have...
No, it's a preference.
Okay.
If you prefer to have... If I put myself in a position where I have a child, then that's my choice.
I think it's like anything else. Like, you accept the fact that people like and need certain things. And
yeah.
It feels more personal because, it's a child. Like, what do you want me to do with it? It's not like I like the wrong football team or some bullshit.
Right, or like you're allergic to their animal or something.
Right. But I think you just have to accept that. It's been very difficult for me to come to the conclusion that at this point, it is very, it's mad difficult out here to see men without children.
Yes.
So I'm having to know.
I have found
I'm gonna have to make that decision.
I have found an anomaly.
Yes.
I found a chink in the
Nice.
system.
Fantastic.
I will say, if they're too old and they don't have any kids,
what's
that worries
wrong with
me.
them?
That worries me.
Right.
Because
you 50. Why don't you have
we're in that age? But
child?
if we get to if I get to a certain age and you don't, so you're telling me you don't got no kids and you never been married? You crazy.
Although
you don't have something that you need to have.
There's a guy that I've been talking to. We're now really good friends, but we originally started dating, and while I was dating, I found out that he never wanted to get married and never wanted to have kids. That was his choice. Okay, and he's now 37, and this is a choice that he has made.
Tell him to call me. Okay.
Listen, I might be okay with that.
We'll be traveling the world with our kid fun.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
We will be traveling the world.
I want the babies, so I had to say goodbye. So we're just friends now.
That's so sad.
The important thing,
but they exist.
Yes,
he genuinely just did not want them.
Oh wow!
I think the important thing, just like with anything else here, is communication. Because if you have a situation with your baby mother / father, whoever, that needs to be communicated to the person that you're dating. So that's communication is going to always be at the base of it. Like, tell me what's up and don't lie to me about it. Don't be weird about it, because that's going to be a problem later. What else we got?
All right, so a lot of these are dating, and that's fine because we're good at talking about that. Dating younger or older men.
Ooh,
my favorite.
Okay. Yes.
I had a cougar.
Yeah, you did.
Time where it's a good 3-4 year stretch where I was dating younger men.
Yes.
5 years or more. I know, but they were fine, so I was okay with it. I think it depends on your age. So when I was in my 20s, I was dating a 19-year-old. I don't care. I said it. And he was so young, and it was just so fun.
Fresh.
Couldn't even buy me a drink, but it was fine. But I think that as you get older, it's okay. So if you're 35 and you date a 30-year-old, it's fine. Yeah. Obviously, people were looking at me crazy because they were like,
this is true.
19. The teen is still a part of his age.
That's what's
but it was the same age difference. It was still 5 years. Mm-hmm. And so I just think that it progresses to the older you get, the less we care about it.
Mm-hmm. I think for me, my concern with dating older or younger is generational stuff.
Okay.
My personality way is set up I want us to be able to share and enjoy certain things together. And if we don't have that because you're either too much younger than I am, that's a concern for me. Because then I'm where are we lining up? If I want to talk about...
So you're not hopping on a 40-year-old?
Well, 40's maybe not the worst.
Okay, so that's
40 might be my threat. Might be the top for me.
Okay,
because that's
a good still 7-8 years.
Yes, that puts him in the 80s still.
True.
So we still have that to share.
Okay.
I don't know.
And honestly, it don't matter how long the stretch is. I just got out of a relationship not too long ago with a man who was 2 years younger than me, and I felt like I was crying my eyes out a little bit when we had conversations because.
You felt like he was still wet under the... what's the term?
Wet behind the ears.
Wet behind the ear. There you go.
Or just on certain topics, because although I am young, I do hang out with everyone that's older than me, and I like to have conversations and long stretches and things like that. He couldn't do that too well, and I think important. And sometimes I felt like it was it was due to his age. Like, he would try, but I was tired of doing the pull with the trying. So.
Well, you know that men are supposed to mature behind women.
He was very mature. He just couldn't hold a conversation in a mature fashion the way a matured man with years of experience.
Right. So that's the thing. He just didn't have the experience.
He didn't
or
have
being
the experience
around.
to actually have the.
You changed his world. So even though y'all not together now, he is more refined.
I would hope. If you out there, I hope that you are growing.
He had to talk in some woman's ear off right the fuck now.
I will say that I have recently, in the last year, met up with the no longer 19-year-old. And he is now... He's still fine. And now he is very much more mature. But he didn't want to date me. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. He lived too far. But it was just nice to see that, we still had whatever, and I knew it didn't come from him just being a child.
Okay.
Him just being 19. I genuinely actually did like him whether he was 19 or he was 27. It's fine.
That's because you were still in your having fun mode.
That's true.
True that.
That is very true. But when you're dating younger or older, I definitely think that is... I don't think it's as crazy for women as it is for men. Because I feel like men look and they're creeping. You're 30. Why are you dating a 22-year-old? What could you possibly even be enjoying together besides sex?
I think that people also think that when it's reversed, men with younger women, something feels sleazy about it.
Yes.
She's young, she don't know shit, so you can kind of do whatever you want to do, and maybe she'll say something, maybe she won't. Versus you get a woman who's 30 or 30 like you are. She might be hip to your bullshit. But then also women might do the same thing because a younger guy. Probably. Because you've got life experience under your belt, they probably like that shit. So we have the opportunity to be just as manipulative in the same situation.
All I'm saying is the way some of these zaddies be looking.
Hunty. Yes. Listen, you have a great beard.
Honey, there's a young man at my job. I know for a fact that he's not old, but he got some salt and pepper on him. And every time I see that,
salt and pepper,
I might have to jump the board, and now I can see as I'm older, I can see why there were so many younger women that wanted those older refined. Oh my goodness! Yes. I just be can I just rest my?
And they be as old as my daddy. I'd be
just real quick.
Yes.
You're
let me see what your 401k look like. Talk to me about Social Security.
Not Social Security.
Can I get on your Medicaid?
Oh man, that's good. What we got?
How much time we got?
Can we keep it going?
We're gonna keep it going. Ooh,
what is this?
Posting about your relationships on the social media.
I just per usual, whenever we talk about relationships, it's always very fun for me because I have not been in one in a very long time.
But you still have your strong standings on that.
It's at Night Rounds. On IG.
Get in those DMs.
Y'all slide in there.
Get in there. If you got a salt and pepper beard, you know what to do.
You know what to do.
Unlike the boys, I don't hide my life or my identity, so come find me.
Right.
But, so I'll be brief with mine. Posting about relationships. I've actually, the older I've got, as I get older, I realize I don't post as much. I was actually looking at Instagram the other day. I don't post a lot in general.
Yeah, it starts to slow down.
And I'm like, well, I guess, and I would think that at some point I probably wouldn't post about that because you don't want everybody to know everything. Even the small things that I'm doing, I still don't want people to know. I think yesterday I may have posted a few things. We were out having some fun, but I enjoy the time that I'm having,
right,
rather than post at this point.
Yes, because you're supposed to be living in the moment.
Yes,
and we are also. Well, Mila, I can't say the same about you, but we're at a time where we actually know what it's like to not have it.
Yeah.
So
hold up.
I mean, we were in high school where we didn't have it, so we were doing things, and our thought was not to, hey, let me put this on, whatever. We did have MySpace, but still, that was a lot.
Cusp.
You were right on the cusp. You were right.
I was at the cusp, okay, because we were still enjoying. We still had the razors, the flip phones.
Because you had to upload the pictures, and then you had to edit them, and then upload it to MySpace.
You had to do the coding. I was all a part of that process too. I was just maybe 2 years,
Okay, I won't take that away from you.
That. Don't take away my analog years. Okay,
not analog.
That's how I look at it. Okay, I embrace those analog years. Okay, so.
I think. it's a personal thing. Like some people, you just like you don't. What do you need to know for? Like what we have going on behind the social media is none of your business. I do feel that way about those things. If it ever comes to a point for me, I would imagine that I wouldn't post it. And it wouldn't bother me that person, like some women get upset with their men because they don't post them on their social media, and I'm like, boo, but he with you, ain't he? Like, what's the problem?
I think it's ridiculous. Like I said, I just got out of a relationship, and I'm only going to refer to this relationship because I don't get into them, and so this was a very rare case for me. And I post him when we first got together. I think I might have posted him like every once in a while when we was doing some big fun, event or something. But I was never like, oh, my boo this. Oh, we sitting here watching a movie. We're doing this. We're doing that. And I think like within the second year of that relationship, people was on once and they was trying to figure out if we were still together. They're still like I don't post as much in general. Yeah. But there's still people who probably think I'm still in a relationship with this man because I
eventually it's just stopped really.
It just like it never was that much posting in the beginning. So now that it's no posting, people don't see anything or have anything to say about that. And I don't be putting those like, alone in my room ass posts.
But do you think that it is a red flag or a problem if someone doesn't post their relationship at all? Like, do you think that they're trying to hide it?
I don't think it's a problem if you don't post it. It's a problem if you try to stop me from posting. If I want to make the choice to post us, and because that's my thing, my love language, quote, air quotes. Yeah. You got to let me do me, because if not, I feel like you're intentionally hiding, not just because you're against posting, but because you just don't want people to know that it's us. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Have you guys ever wanted someone to post you?
I don't really care.
I've never had that.
Oh, okay.
That's not an experience that I have.
I gotcha. And I feel like some people need it for validation. Like we've talked about that before. Validation is a big thing. And for some reason, social media has become that validation. Like things that you do in your life don't exist unless you post.
Correct. I would be mad if you post all the time. Like if you're always going out with your boys, or you're always doing stuff and you're always taking pictures and you're always doing this,
but you don't post
you never post
ever.
Me, then it's just like, well, what about us in our situation?
Because I'm a part of your life.
Yeah,
too.
I'm a part of this, and you post 10 posts a day, my man's, and you don't post me in either one of them. I would feel some type of way about that.
Okay, that is very true. I know a couple of guys who I know that they have children. I know that they're with women. Like one guy in particular, I know that he is dating the mother of his children. His children are always on his Instagram. Where the parties he's throwing, all this stuff. And he might mention her in a post with his children, but he will never post her. And for all I know, that could be her preference too.
Yeah, she might not want it.
That could be her.
But would she more likely not want her kids to be posted rather than her?
For me, it feels dishonest because of his line of work. He's out here in the scene that he's in. So I feel like you're not posting her because you don't want people to know that she exists because you want to appear a certain way. Yep. So that feels shady, but I don't really know that. So
I try not to read into it though. But I actually appreciate now if they don't have social media because I know that they're not hung up on posting.
I don't believe that shit.
What?
I don't believe it. If you okay. You say you don't have no social media?
No, they'll have social media, but they might like not use Facebook or something.
You don't know if you don't. If you
in the bathroom sneaking on social media.
I'm just saying. You can tell me you don't have. You don't have Snap or you don't have Facebook. Like there's a lot of people who don't have Facebook anymore. But you tell me you don't got nothing. You don't got no kids.
You can't have nothing. You gotta have something.
You don't have nothing. Like you gotta have some source of, and if you don't,
you got Twitter.
If you got you got Twitter, because you gotta have at least something. Even if you haven't used it in years, there was once a moment
that you had it.
You like, I never had anything. I'm like,
oh man.
Ooh, I'm like, how many kids you got in the back?
What are you trying to hide?
You're trying to hide something. I don't believe that.
That's true.
I don't believe that at all.
Cool.
The one that I like, I wanted to switch it up. Makeup versus natural.
Ooh.
That could go anywhere.
Me and the boys talked about this, so shout out to that. That's great.
Fellas.
I think society, of course, does put ridiculous standards on us to do certain things. I have recently done better with my skincare, so I feel better about not wearing makeup, but sometimes I do feel like, I like the way I look with it on. So I like.
But it's more personal for you, though.
Yes. So I made a choice to wear it most of the time, but I also am now more comfortable without it now that I've worked on my facial situation.
Well, that's good.
I feel like it depends what your face look like.
look like. Too, I mean, some people be perpetrating.
Because if you wear makeup on social media and then I see you in public and you don't have any makeup on and you look like
a completely different person,
you look like your cousin from way back. I would have something to say. No. I like makeup.
Yeah.
But I don't wear it because my job does. I mean, I don't work in a place where I need to have makeup on or I need to present myself in a certain way, so I don't. But if I'm about to go out and twerk up and act a fool, I'm gonna put on enough makeup where it's not sweating down my face,
right?
But I'm not going to not have anything on. I mean,
I think we are coming into a time where we're pushing the natural, which I appreciate, like the natural hair, the natural face. I just think that now it needs to be more of your reason for wearing makeup.
Right.
Guys get so caught up in like what you really look like. But to be honest, the phrase that I'm wearing my makeup for me, not for you, is real.
It is.
And I think recently I've actually been going pretty much like without any makeup. And that's very unlike me. I think through most of college, I would at least try to put on something, at least eyeliner.
You're beautiful.
Right. But now, like...
Miss Nikki Baby has fantastic skin.
Wonderful.
So I've been told, so I've been starting to embrace it.
Got natural highlights. Like, I'm seeing, like, she's glowing from her cheekbone down.
She did a slow motion laugh just now, y'all.
No, I can't. I don't look.
She low-key swooped her hair and it's up right now. So, like, I don't know what's happening here.
But I realized that, like, I've been getting the same amount of play without makeup. So, like, I will literally go out, like, to dinner. My hair will be done, because my hair has to be done. But at least in the sense of, like, not worrying about, like, I barely wear my contacts anymore. Like, right now, I only wear my contacts to go to the gym. So I'm realizing, like, more natural, like, you still are attracting people. And I think that a lot of more men are looking for that. But they still need to be okay with the fact that I want to look cute and I want to put some lipstick on and I want to do a full face. That's what I feel like doing.
I feel like guys are ridiculous in that whole, I want a girl who's natural. I want a girl who wears makeup. Because it's like, you say you want a girl who's natural. What are you looking at on Instagram?
Right.
And you're looking at the girls with the beat face and you're like, but she's natural. No, she has natural makeup on.
Yes, she has made her makeup look natural.
And that's what I think some guys don't understand. It's like, they be like, oh, she's so beautiful. No. Her makeup is done very well and she doesn't have like all the black and the color on. But it's still a lot of makeup on that face.
It is there.
There was a shout out to Benji, wherever he is out there in the world. I won't say a whole ton, but he sent me a picture of a young woman, and my first comment was, "Well, her neck and her face don't match, so I wouldn't."
That's serious,
right? So like men like a pretty face, and that's,
all the fancy in the world,
a normal thing. But I'm like, don't be confused or come looking for me to look a certain way for whatever you saw on social media.
Like, they don't even look like that,
right? Like
none of those girls look like that in real life.
I think dudes are so caught up on that, but it's an image. Just like they're so concerned about what kind of car they drive or like how much money they make, what their job is. That is something that has been put in society for us to care about.
Right.
And that's our face. And so if you are naturally attracted to us, that's even better. But you also have to understand that we still are dealing with those things. Just like you could even have this whole same conversation with hair.
Oh, definitely.
Men go on and on about like, I want women with natural hair. Right. It's like, okay, but the women that you're looking on Instagram, they all have weave. But you want to date somebody who doesn't have weave. Like, you're just gonna need to accept it.
Or I want a girl with natural hair. No, you want a girl that has a natural hair weave. Like the ones that look like.
You think that big fro, that curly fro is natural?
Like, no. That's crocheted, honey.
Yes.
Okay, that's crocheted.
Wasn't Jasmine Sullivan had that song Mascara? That's probably one of the realest songs ever.
Yes. And I'd be damned if I'm walking through a grocery store on some heels. So
right, that always. If y'all haven't heard that song,
if you haven't heard that song, find it and you'll see why females out here feet hurt when they trying to stunt.
All right, let's see. All right, I think we got time for one more, right?
One more.
Okay. Body counts. Right. All of a sudden it was like boom, body counts. How we feel about it?
I mean,
I've always been good in math. That's how I feel about
it. It's important.
Everybody has a past. you know? And is it not?
I will say that I have become very proud of my past.
Yes, I'm very proud of it. And I mean, if anybody wants to judge anyone off of their numbers, well, you know, fuck you in your couch.
We live in a world of double standards, but like I would love to know, like I want a man to really go into deep detail about why it is so important to you.
Right.
Because if anything, you benefit from the situation.
True.
Because I know what to do now. I know what you should not be doing.
Right.
And also, I have had my fun. And maybe now that I've met you, that is something I no longer want to do. I don't want to flit around. So now I really just want to be with one person.
Saying that is so freaking important, because I hate when when I finally tell a guy, like, you know, they'll ask about your previous count or whatever, and I tell them which one, the boy or the girls, because I've experienced different body counts.
That's where you got me.
And so
I mean, well, then somebody they be like, some guys might be like, ooh.
Yeah, but it's just like, it makes me mad, because it's like they have that expectation, like, oh, you have it, and it's like, I had it, and obviously I'm talking to you, so I want this
right. I got
this
I
right
want
now.
You got.
I don't need to double up at one time. I don't need, you know, all these things because of that aspect. And it's just sometimes I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to omit that information for you, because now you're going to have like this. Oh, we're gonna add 3 to
right.
You know,
it's a whole thing about like you're gonna judge me. You can sleep with all these people,
right?
But that if I sleep with more people than you,
correct,
I'm a hoe.
I've never given a man my number. I think I've had conversations about my sexual history with men, but I think that's a personal thing, and I'm not proud of it. I've had a whole lot of fun.
I did it to win.
Miss Nikki has been there for most of it,
hey.
So we've had a lot of fun out here. So I don't regret it, but it's also not your business, because we're here now.
Yes.
Right.
And I don't feel
why
like
you
want to
know so bad.
Right. Like I don't feel like it should be held against me. You can't expect
childish anyway.
To be like I'm 33 years old. So if a man comes up to me and he got a problem with the fact that I've been fucking niggas for 12
33
years
years old, but you've been with
right.
2 people. Why? What happened?
Like, were you married through this process?
Yes. Where have you been?
Like,
this whole
you can't
time.
expect me to like be this virginal person that's waiting for your dick. Like,
right when you've been having all the time in the world, just bonding. And I know how people talk about, you know, it's the importance of the spirits that are carried from person to person. I don't think about none of that.
That's true, because they say that if you slept with the person you sleep with, you slept with all those other people.
Right. Like,
no.
Okay, so what if I did save my number to 1, but you've been hoeing around, so now I got these hundreds of spirits on me? Like, it don't make no damn difference.
These 100 whole spirits.
Now, I will tell you, I did find the cheat code.
Oh, what's
the idea is if you continue to sleep with the same people on your list, it doesn't get any larger.
That is
so you hit a number and then you just start doubling back. Your number doesn't get bigger.
But then that's when them situations come into play. Okay, that's when them situations.
Right, that's when it starts to get murky.
That is very
yes, because I have done that over the last couple of years. I have doubled back and I've dipped back in there, and I'm like, well, at least my number didn't go up.
I can't even. That's a whole other. That's another topic entirely.
But this is also the reason why it will go up, because I'm done with you.
I can't even dip back at this point. Like my list.
Oh, don't do that. No, don't dip.
They got marriage. They got kids. Like,
yes.
I can't even dip back. So it's like, golly.
Well, see, that is also the benefit of being a cougar, because when you dip back, they still ain't got that much older.
They fresh.
They're still younger and still fresh. So. That's the benefit of that.
Have to take a plate from your book, but no, I young guys know. But the count, as far as body count is, don't check mine. I won't check yours. Let's stay in the moment.
That's reasonable.
Let's be grown ups about this situation. Because if I tell you my number, your feelings are going to get hurt.
Oh yes, because I will win.
And not in a bad way.
It's a competition.
I will win.
It's not in a bad way, but I'm just saying, like I've had my experience. I enjoyed my experiences, and I want to now teach you, mentor you in
not mentor
you.
I want to show you what I
will
like.
Sensei you into the wilds of Milani. Okay,
things you will learn.
You will love it, because unlike you will know, because I won't tell you, others have enjoyed this.
I promise you, everyone else enjoyed this.
I've gotten a round of applause plenty of times to know that that's what I'm supposed to be doing, boo. Let's do this, okay?
This is true. Like, it's a super immature thing. Like, bro, like, calm down.
You'll be okay.
And the shit that men have in their heads about, like, ownership, like, it's a whole thing that men have about just needing to have something that belongs to them. Like, first of all, this is my pussy. It's been mine for 33 years.
And I do what I want with it.
I'm granting you access into it. So, like, you don't have to, you don't get to say shit about what has happened to it before you got here. Like, as long as it's clean and healthy, that's all you need to be concerned about.
Yes, the
Like,
clean.
Speaking of clean,
Let's
talk about booty holes.
Yes.
I want to go back and congratulate Esquire for manning up and explaining how, although he is 100% one way and 0% the other, congratulate you on passing the threshold of ass eating and understanding the wonders of it. I will say I've participated in ass eating, and ass eating has been participated upon me. I prefer the upon me of the ass eating.
I won't go that way.
But I'm just saying, it's an experience that you must try, and if you haven't tried, then I just say, just go out there and find a relationship.
Yes.
And try it.
Okay,
you cannot be eating you can't eat any random.
No random eating.
I don't want it around the random nothing. No. You know, just
that's
like
that's cool.
Megan said that, you know, you keep fucking with me, I need to speak to your dentist. Because I need to know because mouths are dirty too. Okay? Mouths are dirty.
All right, ladies. Great job.
Yeah.
I think we had some good ones.
I had so much fun. I'm gonna have to come visit you a little more often.
I miss you.
Yes. If y'all hear me crying on the podcast next week, that's because Mila's gone. So
yes,
there's that. You know,
I found out it's cheap to get back down here.
Yes.
So
turn up.
Y'all might hear from me more.
True that. Special shout out to these ladies for being here with me today. Nikki, tell us where they can find you out there with you and them two negras that you roll around with.
So I'm loving this podcast thing, and I'm doing it with these two other black men, Jumpman Jones and Jukebox Johnny on Kickin' Shit Podcast. Ooh. We post our episodes every Monday, so we just have an episode that just dropped today. Mm-hmm. But you can find us on everything Kickin' Shit Pod on KSP on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff.
That's where I listen to it.
Yes. That's where you'll find us and love us. We talk about a lot of pop culture stuff and a lot of black stuff, and it's great. But I love the diversity. And Coley about to be on an episode.
Turn up.
She's about to get her feet wet in the KSP pool. It's gonna be a good time.
We in there. It's gonna be really. But
find me at Kickin' Shit Pod on Instagram or me at Miss New Bougie.
True that. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to them. Y'all keep an eye out. We got an episode that dropped over the weekend for us. I know what you did last summer, so y'all listen up. Check that out. This episode will be coming to you live, and we have some new stuff for you next week as well.
You ain't gonna tell them where to find me?
Where can they find you?
They can find me. Okay, listen, y'all visiting Baltimore, y'all can find me at Horseshoe Casinos, okay?
Horseshoe Casino?
Horseshoe Casino, downtown.
Listen.
Baltimore National Harbor, we get crunk up in that piece, okay? We get crunk up in there. They be having clubs and booty calls, okay? Let's do this. Find me there, okay, y'all?
Club music.
Because I'm the shit.
Okay. All right. This has been another bonus episode of Nights at the Round Table. Thank you, ladies, for being here. We had a really great time. It's Monday. We out here. By the time we out here, this is going to be Saturday. So have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Nights at the Round Table. Mila, me.
So long. Farewell.
Miss Nikki Baby.
Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
Yes, we out of here. Ow!